Hello, today we are solving May 2024 paper Unit 2, question number 4. Bangla Redson Electronics PLC has a contract to supply its only customer, a major mobile phone producer, Pulsewaves PLC, with 200,000 memory cards per month. The following information is available for the year ended 31st March 2024. So they have given the following information regarding the opening inventory, production, direct material, direct labor, semi-variable cost, fixed overheads and selling price. Calculate the quantity of memory cards that are in the closing inventory at 31st March 2024. So the calculation of opening inventory and the closing inventory formula is like this. You will have some opening inventory, then production of certain quantity will happen, less the sales will be the remaining or the closing inventory left over with the business. Now they are saying what is the value of the closing inventory on 31st March from the given information. So let's calculate here. So the opening inventory is equal to the opening inventory value, okay, is equal to 95,000 units. Okay, they have been produced. Opening inventory, okay, amount, quantity, they want the quantity, not the cost. So the opening inventory quantity, okay, this is all quantity you're talking about. So sales quantity, how much was sold, and so you will get the closing quantity. Now 95,000 was the opening inventory, then production quantity was 23990, okay, 1000. So let's write here 2390000, okay, was produced minus the sales. So the sales happened was, how much was sold? So the sales happened was with the 200, so contract a supply of 200,000, okay, 200,000 per month. So for the entire year it will be 200,000 times 12. So this is the closing inventory that's left behind. So that is equal to, so 95,000, okay, plus 2390000 minus 240 to 400,000. So to 400,000, that is equal to 85,000. Okay, that is equal to 85,000. So 85,000 was the quantity units, okay, left behind. Then that was the value of the closing inventory. The next question is prepare for the management the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income for the year ended 31st March 2024. Closing inventory is to be valued using absorption costing. So use the absorption costing method to calculate the value of the closing inventory. The formula you should know, it is direct material cost plus any direct labor cost, okay, overhead cost which includes the variable and the fixed overheads divided by the total number of units produced. So that will give you the closing inventory per unit cost, okay, closing value of inventory, okay, using absorption costing method, okay, per unit. Now let's calculate here. So first one is the revenue. So let's calculate the revenue, okay. The revenue was 200,000 memory cards per month. So and they are being sold at, so and the revenue is selling price is 4.3 pounds. So any this thing quantity 200,000 and that's for a month, you have to calculate for the year times 4.3 is the selling price. So that will give you the revenue cost. So always any calculation you will have to include the quantity times the price, okay, price per or the rate, okay, quantity per into the rate, that is equal to the cost, okay, formula. Now let's calculate. So this value is going to be equal to 10,320,000, okay, so 10,320,000. Next, opening inventory, they are saying 95,000 memory cards, and the value is, the rate at which it's being sold is, the valuation is, the rate is 3.5, okay, per memory card. So that is equal to 332,500. So 332,500, okay. Next, I want to calculate what is the total production cost per unit, so that I can use it here, okay, in this formula to calculate the closing inventory using absorption costing. So I am going to include all of this for the absorption costing. If it is a marginal costing, I'll just remove the fixed overheads, okay. So the production cost per unit, so direct material will be is charged at the rate of 0.31. How many units are produced? This many units are produced, okay, this many units are going to be produced. So the quantity is this much, okay, the quantity is this much times the rate is 0.31. So that is equal to 740,900. So that is equal to 740,900. Then I have the direct labor. So let's calculate. I am going to pay the labor based on the number of quantity produced. What is the rate per labor I am going to pay? It says that 12 minutes work per memory card at the wage rate of 10.8. I am going to pay 10.8, and they are able to produce in 12 minutes, okay, 12 minutes. So it is equal to the amount, the 12 divided by 5, okay, 12 divided by 60, 12 divided by 60 per hour, okay. So because this is 12 minutes per memory card they are able to make. So in 1 hour it is 12 divided by 60. So this value is going to be equal to 516. So 516,2400, okay, 516,2400. And then you have semi-variable cost fixed. So let's calculate that. So that is equal to 286,800. So it's a fixed cost, so you will just calculate. It doesn't vary with the quantity produced, so you are going to include that, okay. 286,800. And then you have the semi-variable cost, okay. Variable is going to happen at the rate of 0.42. So I have the total units produced is 23, okay, 2390,000, and the rate is 0.42. So that value is going to be equal to 138,000. So 10, okay, 0 10 0 3 0 3 8 0 0. And then you have the fixed overheads. Fixed overheads is 114,000. So that's 114,000. Okay. Now let's add up this. Okay, this is going to get me my production, my total production cost. Okay, so total production cost, that will be equal to 8561. So the total production cost will be equal to 8561,900. Okay, 8561,900. So this is my production cost. Okay, this is my opening inventory, this is my total production cost. So from this production cost I will have to calculate how is my closing inventory valued. Okay, this is going to include all of these parameters. So that is equal to total production cost divided by number of units produced. So that is equal to, okay, that is equal to so it is 8561,900 divided by 2,390,000. Okay, that was the number of units produced, 2,390,000, and the total production cost we calculated 8561,900. So this is going to be equal to 3.58. So this is equal to 3.58 pounds. Okay, this is the closing inventory value. Okay, this is the closing inventory value. Now let's calculate the total closing inventory cost. So the amount produced, the quantity is this much only. Okay, the quantity is this much, but the valuation is, as per the absorption costing, it is 3.58. So that is equal to closing inventory, sorry, the closing inventory was 85,000, okay, which we had calculated earlier, 85,000 times 3.58. So that value is going to be equal to 304,300. So 304,300. This is the closing inventory value. Now I will have to calculate the cost of the goods sold. Okay, the cost of the goods sold. So let's calculate the cost of the goods sold. So that will be equal to the opening inventory. Okay, opening inventory plus the production minus the closing. So that will give me the cost of goods sold. So that value is 332,500 plus 8561,900 minus 304,300. So that is equal to 8,590,100. Okay, 8,590,100. This again from the revenue I have to subtract this value. So that is equal to so the cost of goods sold is 8,590,100. Now let's calculate the net profit. So revenue minus the cost of goods sold. So that is going to be equal to 1,729,900. Okay, so this is the profit for using the absorption costing method. Then next question, calculate the marginal cost of producing one memory card. If you had used marginal costing, okay, to calculate the closing value of inventory, what is the marginal cost, okay, per unit? So marginal cost per unit will include direct material cost. Okay, it includes direct material cost, direct labor cost per unit. Okay, and semi variable cost per unit. Okay, that's all. So we will not take the fixed costs. Okay, that is how you will calculate the marginal cost. So let's calculate the marginal cost per unit. So that value is going to be equal to, so direct material cost, we saw that it is 0.13. So direct material cost is 0.13. Then plus labor cost, we saw it is 10.08. Okay, 10.08 times 12 divided by 60. Okay, so plus this one, okay, 0.421 variable cost is there. Okay, 0.42. So that is equal to, so this is the same, 0.31. Okay, 0.31 plus 10.8 into 12 divided by 60. So that is 2.16. So that is 2.16 pound plus 0.42 pounds. Okay, plus 0.42 pounds. So that is add up all this. This is going to, as per the marginal costing, it would have resulted in this value. Okay, and this, if they had said calculate the closing inventory using marginal costing, you should have used this method. Then explain two disadvantages of marginal costing. So whatever the method we have used, okay, this is not recommended by IAS 2, because if you are going to prepare using the marginal costing method to prepare the financial statement, it will not give a true and a fair value. Okay, and not all costs are allocated to the products. For example, the fixed costs have been left and it has not been allocated to the product. This means this method is not suitable for fixing prices in the long run. It doesn't